Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my TikTok, my YouTube, or my Facebook. So I'm getting the water. I've been, sharing and, a testimony, and my story and breaking this generational curse and stuff like that, and just coming on here and composing myself and, but I've healed a lot already from this, and but I've never been through something so disgusting. And they say narcissist, twin flame, because it's supposed to be a spiritual connection, but it's narcissism. I mean, all this three. I mean, psychotic. I don't know how to explain this. You know what I mean? Like, because I've dealt in my situation, like I share in the little videos. These are connections you're supposed to break a generational curse from, it's like a love, but it's not love. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not intended to be this person, or, only God has that say so. But of course, this person chose to go into a whole, different connection with somebody and was warned. Okay. So I've talked a lot and shared a lot about, I'm sharing a lot about this, it's my passion because I've been through a lot of pain and I've been through a lot of hurt and because I was literally in a way connected to this person. And so this person, again, the narc I was dealing with, chose to go outside this and work against me. Okay, since the beginning, okay? And what that means is like God put me along this person's path to be a light and a blessing. And this person did the opposite, okay, from the beginning, and chose to, again, like I shared in my other video, and work against me and do, so much witchcraft on me. I went through a lot of pain, you guys. I can still feel because I'm obviously have a little, more tears left. And so this person, is a connection, you know what I mean? And, there's like a pool, I guess, or something like that, and, like I've been grossed out, to this whole thing. And again, same thing as it's like a narcissist is a mirror, you normally if they say divine masculines or whatever, but you come together, you heal and you evolve, and then you know what I mean? But this person again chose to go down a different path, like I share, and not to heal. Okay, so now we are not connected. This person didn't heal, and so I had to deal with a lot of trauma. This person dumped on me. Unless you're in one of these, you don't understand. And I dealt a lot of shit, and it represents past life connection, and it's just like a familiar thing like that. And anyways, and so like, I wasn't fully healed. I was just very kind, stuff like that. And this person walked all over that. He just thought, okay, I'm going to go over here. And I want to be treated nasty and, on this area, but like, I wanted like his cake and eat it too. So he was playing in, like, again, I share, playing in both energies and stuff like that. Now there's all kinds of competition, like I share. I'm not going to compete. I don't need to compete with what was already meant for, you know what I mean? You. And, anyways, again, so much sick narcissistic thing is this person, when I first came out, was not healed. And so when you're in an unhealed phase, you don't, he did not, how do you say it? He did not value me, okay? Because when you're unhealed, you only value people at that unhealed place, okay? When you heal, then you value healed energy, healed things, you know what I mean? Like, and so two different people, like, unhealed, me, is give opportunities and chance, and, in the beginning I felt sorry, for this person, and I, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, just really, really, kind, and the healed person's like, I don't fucking deserve that. You're not fucking gonna do that to me. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna play in my energy. You're not gonna use me. You know what I mean? Like, and, anyways, witchcraft or slander me, or, you know what I mean? Like, and this is where you're healed, right? and you're standing into your energy and your power. You know what I mean? Like, but before, when you're unhealed, you tend to you have wounds, and so this is the journey I went on, and I had to heal a lot of these things. So, but anyways, this person has been, again, I share mine is unbelievable. I have so much to talk about, you know what I mean, and passion, because help other people, but it's like, I was in competition, okay, and tried to steal my energy. There was so much witchcraft. With the karmic he chose to do with was a huge. Now, I've been really sweet and kind, you guys. Like, I've been so, I'm a divine feminine. I'm a really, I love the Lord, but the Lord does not call you to be walked all over, honey, okay? And especially when people are doing witchcraft on you, no, that's a whole nother, that's not a whole other story. Or you're invading my privacy, then it's gonna, I'm gonna speak, you know what I mean? I'm gonna speak, and like I said, I've been kind to these individuals, these two specifically. So like I said, I have no care, I cared in the beginning, and this person walked all over it, and that's when God puts the floor down. Now you have to give these people to God, okay? They want to dabble in witchcraft, they want to go out here and live in the world and all this stuff, dark energy, all this stuff, okay? Now that's released, now they have to be released to God. Get what I'm saying? There's only so much as a vessel of the Lord that you could do, and you're not going to be walked over, and that's their life, that's their choice. They don't feel bad, especially when they hurt you, like this person was verbally, emotionally, and witchcraft, and projecting. He was really abusive to me, okay? And I had to heal a lot of this stuff, because this person trauma dumped me when I first came across, and he took advantage of, my energy. We could go on into videos with that. But anyway, so I want to really talk about, and just kept on, it was in my energy, but he's in now physically he was in a whole nother connection, okay? Because this is energetic, remember, there's energetic and then there's the physical, okay? So, even if the person, but he chose to go outside, and not to do the work and work against me and, hate and, but this person, whether it's chose not to go through awakening or whatever the situation, he chose that. Okay. So it caused a really bad imbalance to the point where it like traumatized me, guys. And I had to heal very much from this, and like I said, you reap what you sow. And, anyways. And so, but this person's still like, I don't even like this person. This person doesn't like me. He tried to use, there's, like I said, it's hard to, I'm explaining it, because they have that other side. They don't want you, they want to use you. You know what I mean? Like, it's a love, but it's like but you can't, it's a forbidden, like, I can't explain it. But no, they just want to use you for what they could gain. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, I cut this person off a while ago. And like I said, this person, like, been trying to get in my energy again, still. Like, like I said, I felt like got robbed and just so much things that went down, and I gave it to God, because and you mess with someone like me that has such a pure heart, it's not gonna look good. And okay, so I wanted to read the scripture too that went with that. And I'm sorry, like I said, I am so thankful, for God. I know who I am. I evolved, and I continue to evolve, you guys. And like, this is like done. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't have nothing. I just feel grossed out. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I share a lot about narcissism, because it's just gross, and you choose to dabble in that a lot. And that's why I shared about narcissism and the, people that choose to do that, and it is not of the light, okay? And let me see here, hold on. Where is that? Hold on. So I'm going to read the scripture. It goes along with what I'm speaking. Psalms 147:6 says that the Lord lifts up the humble. He casts the wicked down to the ground. God supports the humble and brings the proud or wicked to the ground or into the dust. This verse highlights God's justice and power, demonstrating his favor towards the oppressed and his opposition to the proud and wicked. And that's what I've been dealing with a lot. I'm talking about, this person thought they were God. This is like dead serious, you guys. Like, and God's, cutting out right now. Justice is being done.